So the question is, what is the proper role for the United States in something like what's going on in Israel? One, American citizens, that calls for us to be there to defend them. Now, how you do that, I mean, obviously it could be a delicate situation. If you're talking about rescues and things of that nature. We have a long-standing security relationship with Israel. We, of course, should continue that. But here's the thing about Israel, and this is one of the reasons why I really appreciate him as an ally. You know, by the way, Biden has treated Netanyahu horribly. He's treated Israel horribly. When I'm president, we'll have an ironclad U.S.-Israel relationship. It'll be strong. It'll be good for our country, and it'll be better for the Middle East. But one of the things I appreciate about Israel is they never ask us to do what they should do for their own country. We've given them, people make a big deal. You know, there's some of these candidates said they want to cut, you know, the support we've given to Israel. I think it's money well spent. But put that aside. It's honestly, for the entire history of Israel, I think we've given them like $150 billion over, what, 7 decades? Compare that to how they're spending money now. I mean, give me a break. So Israel's always said, we are going to defend ourselves. If you're helping us, things like Iron Dome or whatever, they appreciate that. But they never expect us to do for them what they're not willing to do for themselves. And so any support we've given them has been complementary to their defenses. It has not substituted for that. So my sense would be that the best thing we can do right now, one, take care of any American citizens, is two, is just be very clear that Israel has a right to defend themselves. You can't run to the United Nations behind the scene like Biden probably wants to do, start rattling cages and get people to start attacking Israel for responding. We've got to be very clear. They have a right to go in. They have a right to. Someone put out a video of me from almost 10 years ago when I was talking about Hamas. And I said at the time, I said, look, this idea that somehow Hamas is upset because they are, quote, being occupied by Israel, that's a lie. Israel pulled out of the Gaza Strip, you know, what, 10, 15 years ago. So that's not the reason. That Gaza Strip's actually a very nice area. If they wanted to live in prosperity, they could. But their main thing that motivates them is the destruction and hatred of Israel. That's what motivates those people, so that's what they're doing. But what I said at the time is, it's not enough to just launch a strike. When you're dealing with Hamas, you need to uproot the entire terror networks. And that's what Israel has failed to do, and part of it is because they get a lot of international pressure, not just from the UN, but the Europeans. I mean, we're really one of the few countries that has really been strong with Israel. A lot of them equivocate, and so that's been a problem. So if we just stand firmly on that, I think they're going to be able to win the war against Hamas. I think they're finally going to go and uproot everything they need to do. And here's the thing. These terrorists, the only thing that they acknowledge is strength. They're not going to acknowledge anything else, and now's the time for strength. Yes, sir.